Good morning, dear students. Today I am here to discuss the second part of theory base of accounting. Hereby, we have to discuss today consistency concept. So, what is the consistency concept? That accounting practices, methods and policies should be uniformly followed from year to year in a business. There should not be any frequent change over them. If this thing happens, if we keep on changing our accounting practices, policies, method so frequently, then there will be no uniformity in the process of accounting, and any inter-firm comparison and intra-firm comparison will not be possible. So that's why there should be consistency in all our practices, accounting practices. However, it does not mean that we are not flexible. It does not mean that this concept is leading us to rigidity. For example, if you want depreciation method, you want to come from original cost method to written down value method, then you can explain its cause, then why do you want to change it, and what will be its impact on profit of the year. That thing must be disclosed by you. So consistency concept says that accounting method, for example depreciation method, should be followed from year to year, same depreciation method. There should not be frequent change, but if change is required, that change can be implemented while giving the genuine reason for that and explaining its possible impact on profit. Next is materiality concept. What is materiality concept? That all significant informations should be disclosed. In the previous lecture, we discussed full disclosure principle, and we learned from that all significant means all important informations should be revealed in financial statement. Hereby, materiality concept says that in the concept, it means only significant we have to show, not the insignificant one. We have to show the relevant information to the user of accounting, not the irrelevant informations. For example, purchase of all pins worth ₹10, and that thing you will show your profit and loss account, that will look quite absurd. Those can be put under one category, miscellaneous expenses. So hereby it means that unnecessary and insignificant informations need not to be disclosed. Only significant ones should be disclosed. Next is conservatism or prudence principle. This principle is playing safe. It is the principle of playing safe. Means anticipate no future profit, but provide for all anticipated losses. What does it mean? If in future you expect some losses, you have to make provision in present in your books of account. For example, provision for bad debts is to be maintained, keeping in view the future bad debts. But if you are expecting some profit in the near future, that thing should not be disclosed in the books of account at present. So anticipate no profit, but provide for all possible losses is the motto of this principle. Next is accrual concept, a very important concept. Our accounting is not based on cash system. Our accounting is based on accrual concept. Accrual means arising, things arising. Means revenue is realized at the time when goods are sold or services are rendered, whether cash has been received or not, or expenses are realized at that moment when we purchase the goods or receive the services, means receive the benefit of expense, whether we pay it in cash or not. So our accounting is not based on cash system, it is based on accrual concept. It's not directly related to cash receipt and payment. In a financial year, in a financial statement, we record all the transactions arising on accrual concept. Revenue recognition concept, it is a part of accrual concept. According to it, revenue is realized at that point of time when goods are sold or services are provided by us, whether we are receiving cash for the same or not, but those will be treated as revenue in our books of account. For example, we sell goods on credit basis. We have sold the goods, but we haven't received any cash for that, but still we will show that credit sales in our books of account. Matching concept. Matching concept means revenue of a particular period should be matched with expenses of that particular period. For example, you have taken one financial year that starts on 1st April 2019 and expires or closes on 31st March 2020. Hereby in this period, you have to match all the revenue of this period with all the expenses of this period only, so that true profit or loss may be ascertained. And the last point, objectivity concept. In books of accounting, we cannot make our transactions simply on assumption basis. Means transactions are recorded only when we have some documentary evidence for them. Means every transaction should be supported by some source document or voucher, so that chances of fraud may be minimized. This is all about this chapter. Thank you all.